we are in the presence of a celebrity right now. This is
We are.
She did the Super Bowl commercial with Bill Murray and Jeep.
That's it right there.
This is it. This is the one that started it all.
You planned that.
No, I didn't, but yeah, that's cool.
Could we be in line for something funny to come out of the mouth?
Just might happen. What a little key.
She's the best.
Everyone deserves to feel their best. Everyone deserves to move their best and not have pain.
I'm a little upset that Ben got like 2 inches taller because he's already tall, dark, and handsome enough.
Culture is something we think about like all the time at Streakies. You know, we're all coming from different cultures.
Our comments have exploded through the roof. So there you go.
Good afternoon, Lancaster. This is Lancaster Connects. My name is Ben McClure, your host for today. Flying solo, Jeff Cohort in Lancaster Connects in here at Gardner's was here today. Wasn't feeling too well, so told him to hit the road, get better. Today is actually his birthday, and I was prepared to sing "Happy Birthday" to Jeff. I'll spare the audience now. Maybe my mom wants to hear it. I don't think anybody else wants to hear it. But I was going to sing to Jeff, sing him happy birthday. So sorry he's not feeling well, but hopefully maybe he can enjoy the rest of the afternoon, the birthday afternoon. So this is Lancaster Connects. Happy birthday, Jeff. Oh, there's the confetti. Yeah. No cake, candles. Chris, come on. Chris, our producer behind the scenes, Chris Stone at Cast Ahead, doing a fantastic job with the spur of the moment confetti. This is Lancaster Connects, produced here in Gardner's Mattress and More every Monday at 2:00. This is a show where we highlight great people doing great things right here in Lancaster County. Sometimes it's a small business, kind of similar to Gardner's Mattress and More, that gives back to the community. Other times, often, it's nonprofits and charitable organizations like today's guest that we'll bring on in a little bit. Actually, today's guest is a repeat guester, so a two-timer. We're excited to bring this guest back. I did want to highlight another guest that we've had on in the past, named Diana Vuolo from SWAN, Scaling Walls a Note at a Time. They are a nonprofit right here in Lancaster County that helps. They work with the school district in Lancaster County, and they're looking to expand the program to other local school districts. But they work with children who have incarcerated parents. So you can imagine what these kids have gone through their lives. These are elementary school and middle school age children who have had incarcerated parents. There's a photo there. We were invited, Jeff and I were invited to the Swan Gala that was last week at a beautiful property down in Millersville, owned by the Herr family. Wonderful property, beautiful setting. But their gala is an event. It's a fundraising event, a dinner, really, really nice dinner. And the highlight of the event, though, are these kids. There were about 30 kids that performed during this event, so right before dinner. And there's a video of they have a camp throughout the summer, and of course they have programs during school, learning music. Sometimes it's instruments, singing, and they did a little bit of both in this presentation. But they did about 5 or 6 songs. There's a photo of a past event. It was really, really moving. A wonderful event, really well attended. I mean, it was it was packed, and it was really moving to see these kids who have never performed before, may never have done music before. They all attended this summer camp and learned songs. So there was singing, there was a little bit of dancing. Some of them learned musical instruments, drums, clarinet, and keys and things like that. So it was really, really cool to see, really moving. So shout out to her and the amazing things going on behind the scenes at Scaling Walls a Note at a Time at Swan. So thanks, Diana, for being a multiple guest here on the show, and thanks for the wonderful work you're doing right here in Lancaster. Love to hear from you all listening and watching during the show. You can watch on Lancaster Connects YouTube channel. Facebook channel as well, or Facebook page as well. Give us a like, hit the subscribe button in YouTube. You can also watch Gardener's Mattress some more, YouTube, Facebook feeds. If you'd like to watch past episodes, you can find them at lancasterconnects.com. You can, up in the top, you'll see the episodes button. Just click that. You'll see all the past episodes. I think we're on episode 154-ish. So a lot of great conversations with some great local people doing amazing things in Lancaster County. That's what Lancaster Connects is all about. I think that's it for the intro. I know you're all waiting to see who my guest is, my two-timer. We've had a few two-time guests recently, and we're really, really excited to bring Jennifer West back to the show of Girls on the Run Lancaster. Jennifer, welcome back to the show.
Hi, thank you so much for having me again. It's really great to be here. And I have to say, the Swan for Kids sounds like an absolutely amazing organization.
It really is. I mean, Diana started this foundation from scratch, and I mean, when you just think about the children who have gone through or are going through a household with an incarcerated parent, it's heartbreaking to begin with. But then, just hearing some of the stories of what they've gone through and some of the trauma that they've gone through, and then to know that there's a program like this that can help these children find literally a voice to sing with. I mean, that's awesome. And it was super impactful being there, and we love sharing their story, and just like we love sharing the Girls in the Run story, which is similar. It doesn't involve incarcerated parents, but you're impacting children, and I think that's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, we absolutely are. Yes, Girls on the Run. We are a nonprofit. We're an after-school program for girls in 3rd through 8th grade, and all about self-esteem, healthy living, making good choices, pressing pause, and it's a really fun place for girls to land twice a week after school for each of our 10-week seasons. And it's really girls that are able to really talk to. We have volunteer coaches who lead all of our lessons, and just really, like you were talking about earlier, have that safe adult and someone to connect with, and really just figure out who they are, and how to really elevate themselves, and just that self-esteem at that critical elementary, middle school age.
Yeah, so let's talk about the ages and then the coordination with school districts. So you said elementary and middle school. What ages specifically, or grades specifically?
Yes, I'm so sorry. My internet all of a sudden has gotten kind of wonky.
It's all
I
right.
know,
We'll
Chris, you work so hard to make sure this doesn't happen. I'm so sorry.
we'll do the best we can, and if we cut out, you can just come back in, and I'll tread water for a little bit. But it's
Okay.
cool.
All right.
It's cool.
Yeah. So yes, it's 3rd through 8th grade, and
Okay.
we are primarily in schools because that is where the girls are after school. And so in the spring, we had close to 1,100 girls participating in Lancaster and Lebanon. I know, it's crazy. It's a lot. And we have almost 400 volunteer coaches who come with us every spring. In the fall, it's a little bit smaller, and that's okay. We have probably 700 girls and about 300 coaches in the fall. And so it's always rotating because girls are, coming into 3rd grade, aging out of 5th grade. And then once they are done with 5th grade, they can join Heart and Soul, SOLE, like the sole of your sneaker. And they talk about things that are more appropriate for middle schoolers, preteens going into high school type things. So it's really absolutely an amazing program. We're so happy to be here. This is our 16th year. We're starting our 16th year in Lancaster. And so we're celebrating our Sweet 16, very
That's cool.
exciting for those teenage years. Yeah, so in 2009, a very good friend of mine, Carrie Johnson, we both had girls in 3rd and 5th grade at the time when we started this in Lancaster, and she went home and Googled "girls on the run" girls self-esteem and running, and "girls on the
Oh,
run"
wow.
popped up. Yeah, and she was like, "This is an incredible program, exactly what, girls in Lancaster need." And in 2017, we were able to expand to Lebanon, which was really exciting, and welcome them into the fold. So, it has been a crazy, 15, starting our 16th year. And it's just, we are so thankful that Lancaster and Lebanon has really taken us in as their own and helped us grow it to what it is today.
That's amazing. So that first year, were you just with like one school district and a handful of girls, right? I mean, like start small,
Yeah.
right?
Right. So it's funny that you say that because that's what we said, to make it successful, we have to start small. So that first fall season in 2009, we were at one school in Hempfield. We were at Lancaster Intermediate Center with
Yeah.
25 girls and 6 coaches. And we were like, okay, small, small, small. Word got out. And the next season, we had 170 girls across
At the one
Lancaster.
school? Oh, across Lancaster.
No,
Okay.
across Lancaster, like Manheim Township picked it up, and
Yeah.
another Hempfield and Penn Manor. And then the next, so in one year, we were, I think it was close to 300 girls. And we were like, okay, we need to slow down. It is phenomenal. It is clearly what people were looking for. I mean, we know right around third grade that age is where girls stop raising their hands as much. They're a little more, self-conscious. They don't want to say things in front of boys as much sometimes. So this program was designed specifically for that age, to help really give them the confidence. And we go through scenarios in practice, like what happens if somebody on your team doesn't want to do what you want to do? How do we talk about it in a way that I'm not going to upset everybody? And for our middle schoolers, we talk about pressing pause and overcoming obstacles and reaching my goals, which is so important. They do a lot of journaling so they can look back, and they talk about who is in their network, who they can call on if they need help, or when they can help others. When is that a possibility? So it's very exciting.
So if a girl wants to be involved in this program, what do they
Mhm.
have to do to sign up?
Well, first, so because we have all volunteer coaches, it's not a guarantee that we are in the same schools or the same
Okay.
county parks or the same boys and girls clubs every single season or every single year. It really is dependent upon those volunteer coaches coming and saying, "Hey, I want to coach. I can coach again." So, for coaching, I know you always ask Ben so greatly, like, how can people get involved?
Yeah.
Well, we always need coaches because there is no shortage of girls who want to sign up. There is just sometimes a shortage of coaches.
Mhm.
Many of our coaches are teachers who we know and love, and who are really maxed out with their time a lot right now, understandably. So, in addition to teachers, we are looking for community members, men, women. You don't have to have a daughter in the program, you just want to be able to
Okay.
empower girls. High school girls make phenomenal junior coaches.
Mm.
Lots of students need volunteer hours now, and coaching for us counts as volunteer hours for school or any of the different clubs you might be in at school. So, first for a girl is to look on social media. We're not always allowed to send flyers home through the schools,
Okay.
unfortunately. So, we rely heavily on word of mouth and social media, and hopefully putting flyers in the school office. So, if a girl
Okay.
isn't sure, she could go down and ask the admin in the office if there is a team. Check out our website. You can always see under programs, if your school is listed, it will tell you the days of week and the times the practices are. If you don't see your school or a club or a park near you with a team, that means we don't have enough coaches. So if you would like
Mm.
to see a school, a team where you are, absolutely reach out to us, and we can help make sure that there are coaches there. Yeah. Yep, that's the page, and if you hit program
Okay.
details, then it comes up, yeah, right there, and it'll show a list, and it's always, once you click on that, it's always evolving. We're always adding teams, like, every day I see this school coming through. Effort at Intermediate School just came through with the site application. So,
Nice.
just because you don't see one today doesn't mean it won't be there tomorrow. Um, but registration does open next week.
It's
Ah,
crazy.
I know it's crazy. August 12th.
We're like I feel like school just ended, and we're 3 weeks away
Correct.
from school starting for most districts around here. It's just crazy.
Yes. Yeah. So our season is going to start September 16th. So we
Okay.
start after Labor Day. So it gives people a lot of time, and it's a lottery system. So it'll be open for, I think, registration a week and a half, where as many people can register as possible. Then we will
Mhm.
run a random computer generated lottery for each school, allowing as many girls to get in as possible. And then, so
Yeah,
with the spaces that are still available, girls can register all the way through the start of the season.
that's great. Do you find that girls do it year after year or season after season?
Yes, yes, they
That's
actually
cool.
do. We have it's over, last I checked, it was over, I think 33% of our girls that did it season after
Wow,
season after season.
that's
And
great.
what makes it really interesting and for girls able to do that is because you're always a little bit older every time you do it. So your experiences and what you can bring to the discussions are a little bit different. You have a little bit with that maturity comes your ability to speak up and partake. And
Mhm.
so then now the third graders who were looking up to the fourth and fifth graders on the team. Now, when you're a fifth grader, you're more of a mentor to the third graders coming
Yeah.
in, which is really neat to see. And you have different coaches, different girls there. So the discussions are always different. So if you're talking about sharing your emotions once or twice a year with always different girls, always different coaches, you're going to learn something new. And what's really exciting, I brought with me to show everybody. So we have this brand new curriculum. It's called Hello Superstar. So we have three curriculums that we rotate through, and Girls on the Run International just wrote
Oh,
all three
wow.
new curriculums. Yeah. So this one has updated language. It's very inclusive. It also really welcomes in any girls with disabilities. So if somebody is in a wheelchair, it gives activities
Mm.
that she can do and warm ups and how to participate. So we're very excited about this Hello Superstar. Next year, we'll have a new curriculum called Hello Mountain Mover. And then the year after that, we'll have a new curriculum. And then Heart and Soul, the middle school program, they have two different curriculums that we rotate through. So it's different every season as well. And then I have somewhere here, have a journal, which is exciting. That's what I was mentioning, that they fill out this journal and they can take that with them and find all the areas here that they're very, strong in, or where they need help and who they can reach out to. So lots of our girls repeat. Some girls, might join in third and then not again until fifth. And that's okay. We
Yeah.
absolutely love it.
I'm glad you showed those curriculum books because I'm guessing that you need coaches, right? And the more
Yes.
coaches and volunteers, the more the more people you have volunteering, the more students you can impact, the more girls you can impact. And I think a hesitation might be for people to volunteer as well. I don't know what to talk about. I don't know what to do. But like you
Mm,
provide the curriculum, like so all they need to do is dive into the curriculum and follow it, and that's the
yeah.
blueprint, right?
Yes, thank you for asking that. We make it as easy as possible to
Yeah.
volunteer. We have a national coach training that has actually been recognized in the Coaches Training Association. And it's very thorough. We have an in person training that you come through the first time, which is about 3 hours, and then an online training, which is about 6 hours. And that's a
Mm,
lot, but it gets you ready for the season. How to talk to the girls, what to expect. We have trauma informed training. We have, like sensitivity training, and a lot of things that are just going to set those coaches up for success. We take them through a sample lesson so they can practice talking. And in the curriculum, every single lesson is laid out the same way with
hmm.
different topics. And it even goes as far as to say, "Hi, my name is blank." So you can just insert if you're not comfortable,
Right.
but our
Right.
coaches will always have the curriculums with them at every single practice, and they're reading through it. And the beauty is, if you go off, topic a little bit or the game is a little bit different, the girls don't know. They
Sure,
just are
sure.
there. They're having fun. Oh, that is one Ella Wilson, one of our amazing Ella Lingo, our amazing junior coaches. Um, and they're there to have a good time, and they are so excited that there is an adult or high school student who is there paying attention to them for an
Yeah,
hour and a half, and they actually might not have an adult to go home to, to talk about
yeah,
this, and things get crazy and it's dinner time and you're doing homework. So if somebody is really excited and talking to them about these topics, that just makes it so special. And we also give each team the entire bag of materials that they will need for the entire season. So
okay,
if you
right.
need note cards or the first aid kit or a jump rope or anything, it is all in there and along with the journal. So coaches don't have to make copies. They don't have to prepare anything. At most you might have to write a title on a piece of poster board. So it's a really fun time.
That's great. So most of what you've talked about relates to the interaction between the coaches and the volunteers and the children. Where does the running come in? I know that running is not. I mean, it says "run, girls on the run,"
Right.
but running is not necessarily like these girls don't have to run sprints like we watch on the Olympics the last
Thank
couple
goodness.
weeks, right?
No. Yes.
What is that aspect of girls on the run?
Yeah, so it is hard because run is in our name, and a lot of people think they have to run, coaches and girls. And let me tell you, I am not a runner personally, so I am glad we don't have to run. We say you can walk, hop, skip, or roll as long as you're moving forward. It's really
Mm,
about being physically active
yeah,
and getting to learn more about yourself and pushing those limits. What can you do? So if you walk at every single practice, that is absolutely okay. You're not sitting at home watching TV. You're having fun, social interaction, it's youth development. And what we hear from a lot of our participants is that they really did not like either running or jogging or going outside and doing anything like this. But after a few years in Girls on the Run or Heart and Soul, now they're joining the track or cross country team in their
oh,
middle
that's
school and
cool.
high school. And so we lose them to that, but we're very excited for them because
Yeah,
it just shows what we do is show that this is a lifelong habit. It is not a just work yourself to the bone until you can't go any longer. We want to make it fun. And when you're jogging or skipping or hopping, but you're also processing a question or talking about fun scenarios with coaches or your fellow teammates as you're doing laps, you're not really thinking about how much activity you're doing. And so at the end of each lap, they'll get a fun lap counter, whether it's a hair twisty or a wristband or something like that. And then at the end of the half an hour, however long it is that day, they'll count the number of lap counters they have. And then that
mm,
tells them how many miles they've gone. And so they're like, oh my gosh, I just did 2.5 miles today and I didn't even know it. So that's the exciting part. And then we come together for the 5K, which is non-competitive. All the girls get a medal as part of a completion of the season and the 5K. And you can see those pictures. It is just one of the most magical experiences I think I can take part in every year.
that's cool. So now we've got the pictures on the screen. What are the capes for? What do the capes represent, or is it just a fun thing to do to dress up? What's that all about?
It's just so fun. It's like, it's like our
That's good.
superpower. We wear capes to events that we go to sometimes. We sell them. Our girls like to wear them. Our coaches love to wear them because like if you're running down the field or on the track, or who doesn't love a cape floating behind you? I should
Right.
have brought one with me. It's just so much fun. It's part of our goofy nature. We say just like let your silliness out. They're
Mhm.
serious topics, but we do it with a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
and
your
that
daughter, let's mention your daughter was part of it, so you know all about it firsthand.
that's right. She enjoyed the program. She was one of the non-runners.
Okay, that's okay. I'm a non-runner too, as I said, so I definitely applaud that.
Yep. It was funny. And this is going back. I mean, my daughter's going into 10th grade now, and she did it in third grade. And my wife ran with her. So it was do you call them buddies? Yeah, running
Yes,
buddy. You
the
always have
5K
a running
buddy,
buddy.
yep.
Um, so my wife was actually like training, like running a few miles, and like I'm gonna run, and they get to the event and it's like they walked. It's like there was no run, but totally cool. But it was just so funny. Like
Yeah.
her impression was, yeah, we're gonna run this 5K, and it was they walked. So, but I
Yes.
know she had a great time with the program. I think one of the really really cool things about the program, like a lot of sports, even music, a lot of things don't start until the kids are older. I know like music programs often don't start until fifth and sixth grade. A
Mhm.
lot of sports in school might even start later than that. But this is something, I mean, I know it's not a school thing, but it's offered through the school as a program that a child can participate in. It's probably for a lot of these girls that take part in Girls on the Run, it might be their first kind of
Mhm.
extracurricular thing that they do. Is that right?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yes, yes. And it is at that age where it's so great to have the girls experience this and have them find their voice and that strength within them before they start getting into other things, because maybe it
Mm,
will give them the
yeah,
confidence to try out for the school play or try a
right.
musical instrument. Because if you can, in third grade, complete a 5K like your daughter, even if you just walk the entire thing, I mean,
Yeah.
that is a huge accomplishment. And in our spring 5K, we had 3,000 people in the event itself,
Wow, that's a
plus all the
major event.
spectators. It's huge. So just being part of that and hearing the announcements and the warm-ups and on your market set go, and just we have different waves, but hundreds of people in each wave doing this 5K, coming across the finish line and having a medal put around your neck. I mean,
That's cool.
starting in third grade is, I think, that 8 years old. That
Yeah.
is absolutely amazing. So that's what makes it unique. And what sets us apart is that we are the physical activity with the positive youth development. So bringing those two together, we're not just a sport or a learning activity. We do the both, which is really amazing.
That's really, really cool. And I
Yeah.
I think that's a great point. Like they might not do Girls on the Run for, from third through eighth grade, but doing it in third or fourth grade might give them the confidence to do other things in school, because
Hmm.
they've had that experience. That's really cool. Well, thanks for catching us up on, Girls on the Run, kind of giving
Yeah.
us the crash course there. What's new since the last time we talked?
Well, it's very new that I'm not the program director anymore. I'm the executive director now. What?
Where's your
Um,
cape?
I know, I do need my cape for that, yes. I need, like, a fan blowing on me for that too. Um,
Well, congratulations.
that
That's awesome.
thank you. Thank you, thank you. It's very exciting. We have had a lot of changes, in staff over the past year,
Yeah.
and we have when we sit at our office, it's one big round table, so we always say we're sitting at the round table. We love it that way. The community and the connection and making sure we're all on the same page. So when I moved to be the executive director, everybody around the table just moved one seat and changed to a new
Yep.
position, and we have a new development director. So we have a lot going on, which is very exciting. We're reaching new areas of the community, and we're really trying to get into the boys and girls clubs and the
Oh, cool.
YMCA's, and just making sure that if there isn't a team at a school, how can we give access to a team for those girls? So it might start a little bit later, like at 4:30 or something like that, so the girls can go home from school and then join the team. So we've been working really hard with that, and just trying to get our feet under us, all learning a new position. And it's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
fun. Oh my gosh, you can see our board there. We have the most amazing board of directors, which is very exciting. And then we also have an associate board, and there they are. They're great. They're a little bit younger than us. And they bring the fun and the connection to Girls on the Run. They connect, between our junior coaches, and then, they're up until like maybe 40 or so. And
Yeah.
they're helping us with our library reading corner, and they go to expos and events for us and
Okay.
do
Cool.
really fun things. They're just so savvy and think of different, different ways that we don't. And they just want to make sure that the girls have ways to continuously stay connected with Girls on the Run when they're not in Girls on the Run. So,
That's cool.
and let me say, we also have Camp Girls on the Run.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, we just finished. We had 3 different camps. We had a week at Thaddeus Stevens, a week at Millersville, and then a week in Lebanon. Full day camps where we do a really fun Girls on the Run curriculum in the morning, and then in the afternoon we take them on field trips
Mm,
to some different experiences that women can get involved in as careers that they might not have thought of previously. So,
okay.
for instance, they got certified in fishing. They went to
Cool.
benchmark at Thaddeus Stevens. Their collision classes professor, they let them beat up on a car and then fix it, which was really
That's
neat. And then at
cool.
Millersville, they stayed there all week for a full week of STEM activities.
Now, was this like a drop-off camp, drop off in the morning, pick up in the afternoon, or an
Yes,
overnight?
it's 8 to 5.
8 to 5, yep.
Full day. We give them lunch. They get to at Thaddeus Stevens eat in the cafeteria on the college
That's
campus,
cool.
so that's really fun.
That's
Yeah,
exciting for the kids, yeah.
it is exciting. In Lebanon, Mayor Capello took them all over Lebanon one day to the police department and the fire department and city hall, and it was really neat. So we do that every summer as well.
And this was the first summer you did the camp, or
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
was this the first summer you did the camp, or you had done it before?
Oh, no, this is the third summer, but this is the
Okay,
first
yeah.
summer that we have had 3.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
So, yes, so that's a lot.
And is there a cost to do the camp?
So there is a cost to do the
Yep,
camp, just as there is a cost to do the program. I'm
sure.
glad you brought that up. And so the camp is $275 for the week. Our program is $225 for the season. And
Mm,
so we absolutely know that that is not possible for every family, and which is why we work very hard at fundraising and writing
mm,
grants and getting sponsors. And we just love all of our Lancaster and Lebanon businesses that support us. And we have financial assistance available to any family without question. So they don't have to fill out forms or let us
mm,
know what their income is. They don't even have to ask us for financial assistance. Once they hop on and register, if they click yes for financial assistance, there is a screen that pops up and it says, "This is the amount I can pay." And so you can see here that there are suggested ranges for different income levels. But so, for instance, if a family is making 30,000 a year and their registration fee is $50, if they can't pay that at the time, all they have to put in is where it says, "This is what I can pay." If you can pay $10, you type that in, and then that is what you pay. And it is all confidential.
mhm.
Nobody except our staff knows who is paying what. The coaches don't know, the other girls don't
Right.
know, and you get to participate all the same. So that's a one-time fee, whether it's for the season or for camp. The girls get a season T-shirt, a 5K T-shirt. If they need running sneakers, we can provide those thanks to some
Oh, wow.
donors. We have gear, shorts, and leggings, and shirts, and all of that stuff to make sure the girls feel comfortable, and hopefully that will make them feel successful in the end. So getting the word out about our financial
Mhm.
assistance and that it is pay what you can is very important to us because it just breaks our hearts when we hear that girls didn't participate because it cost too much money, because maybe they weren't aware of our financial assistance program.
Yeah, so you're finding a way to say yes to as many students as possible. That's amazing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So just this spring alone, about almost 57%, probably over 60, utilized financial assistance, which was
Incredible.
$105,000.
Mhm.
And that is a lot. And we were very excited because that means we are reaching at all girls in the community.
Sure.
And why we still need the community support to make sure that we can continue to offer that for everybody who wants to participate.
Yeah, so let's talk about the community support. What are some ways that the community can help? Obviously,
Yeah.
fundraising is
Whew, that's a big one.
yeah,
Yes, yes, fundraising is definitely such a great way. I mean, whether it's $25 all the way up to anything.
right.
We have individual family foundations that sponsor individuals. You can hop on our website on the donate page. whether it's monetarily or even in kind. We also have a Kicking Up Kindness. It's our really fun fundraising event. That's October 17th, and we're celebrating our Sweet 16. So you
That's
can
cool.
attend that. You can buy a table. We are looking for really great silent auction items, actually.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so if you hop on under register, it talks about Kicking Up Kindness, and it even gives you a way to donate a silent auction item right on there. So that's one way. But also, we need, as we were talking about earlier, coaches for the
Right.
teams. We need volunteers at our 5Ks. We have probably about 300 volunteers at every 5K
Wow.
to
Okay.
make it run smoothly. So that is a lot of volunteers.
Yeah.
We have groups and individuals who come in during the season to help us pack the bags of materials for the different teams or sort t-shirts for all 1100 girls. So there are just lots of ways, and just in being a great ambassador for us, talking to
Yeah.
your friends in the community about us, that is very important to us because that's how we can get the word out.
Yep. So financial gifts are welcome, and
Yes,
then
sir.
the volunteer aspect. There's a number of ways to volunteer, and the kicking up kindness. Did I say that right? Kicking up
You
kindness.
did. Yeah.
Uh, so you said there's table sponsorships. I think. What does that mean?
Yeah, so if you individually or with your company would like to buy a table, that means there are 10 people at a table. We have an early bird special right now. It's for $1,000.
I
And
see.
after August 15th, it will go up to 1250. And the benefit of that is that you can have your company logo there. And
Gotcha.
there are so many great benefits. You get listed on our website. You can really elevate your businesses or organization's name of supporting Girls on the Run and having 10 friends at this fun event. We have dinner, we have a live appeal, the silent auction there, drinks and dinner. And it's really nice. And that is a great way to bring people together to learn a little bit more about our mission and support us. And all of the money from that evening goes directly towards our financial assistance program.
Mm,
So it's important for us that we love having people who we know come back to these events, but also having new people in the area supporting us and really coming out to see what it's all about. And our silent auction, we will start to put things up as they come in, and that's online, so anybody can participate in the silent
Oh,
auction
cool.
as well. You don't even have to attend the evening. Like last time, we had a great trip to Arizona with hot air
Ah,
balloon rides and
that's cool.
beach houses and lots of really great stuff.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
So the information of that's on the Girls on the Run GOTR Lancaster dot is it org or
Org.
com? Org
Org. Yep.
website. Kicking up kindness. I think there's a tab there on
Yes.
the website. All the information is right there. Become a sponsor, sign up, or buy a ticket. Everything is right there on the website.
Yes, absolutely. It's so much fun, and it's wear whatever you want. You can wear,
Oh, a cape.
jeans and a splash pink, where there will be a lot of capes there that night.
Cool.
We like to, keep it casual and wear jeans and a fun pink
Yeah,
top to represent Girls on the Run. But when we also have people there who are like fabulous in dresses and suits and all of that great stuff. So we
that's
love
cool.
people to be comfortable with whatever they want to wear.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Uh, one last. I mean, we're 2/3 of the way I think through the show. Um, in the pre-show, we talked about alumni, Girls on the Run alumni. What's that all about?
Thank you for bringing that up. So, our alumni is so very important to us at Girls on the Run because, as you can imagine, when the girls start in third grade, or even if eighth grade or junior coaching is their first time, once they graduate, we have been losing touch with a lot of girls. And
Hmm.
so, through social media and campaigns, we have started working hard to get those girls back in and get them involved. So we've started a Girls on the Run alumni campaign. And so we have an Instagram page dedicated directly. Thanks for bringing that up, Chris. Directly for
He's
that.
just
And
on
so
it.
he is awesome. I love it. Um, yeah, so joining that page and just so you know what we're doing.
Yeah,
And
that's
then we
cool.
can connect you with other alumni, whether you're in Lancaster or Lebanon or even in a different state. Because, say, you move or you go to college in North Carolina, we are all friends with the Girls on the Run councils in every single state. So it's like when you graduate from college and you have that instant alumni
Mm-hmm.
database. That's what we want to start for Girls on the Run. And so we're really excited to start having people join that and bring it back and really just see how we can lift up each other in the mission.
That's really, really cool. And I would
Yeah.
guess that as you're finding some of these alumni, maybe they could become coaches and volunteers in the program, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Definitely coaches. Some of them have even
Yeah,
joined our associate board, which is
that's
really
cool.
exciting. We've had some high school interns who were alumni, which is great. And it's such a nice way to keep we call it the continuum of confidence. So to keep that going the whole way through, and they can reach
Mhm.
out to us at any point for anything, and we'd love to have them back at the 5Ks or helping out or just reaching out, and we can elevate their story. We have a lot of girls who are using Girls on the Run for their college essays, which is very
Okay.
exciting to know. Yeah. And, we talked about before, I was saying that girls join Girls on the Run and Heart and Soul for every reason that you could ever imagine. And we never know who is getting what out of the program, but
Sure.
girls get what they need. And so it might not look like it on the outside that the person sitting next to you really needs Girls on the Run, but she is struggling with something that is very different than what the person next to her is struggling from. And so
Yeah,
we often don't know how much we are impacting the lives of these girls until they get a little bit older and they're finally ready to
sure.
talk about it, or they write about it in a college essay and say, this is exactly what I needed at this time. This is how it helped me. And it's just so phenomenal. And I have to say, our coaches are telling us that too, because as
Mm,
you get older, and you don't have these amazing reminders all of the time, they say that they get as much out of it as the girls do. And we can really
yeah.
see, and that's why they keep coming back to coach. And we have dads who are coming back to coach season after season after season because they just love empowering the girls and seeing what they can do. So it's a great thing, and that goes for all of us in any of our walks of life. We never
Sure.
know how we can positively impact somebody, because it might just be just a snip of our lives or 10 weeks or one season they move on, but we have made a great impact for them.
I love all the Girls on the Run swag. You got the eye black that baseball players wear, the little pink things that with Girls on the Run logo on it. That's awesome. I see some of the girls have
Yeah.
like nicknames maybe like written across their shirt.
Yeah, so the tape across their shirt, was is definitely earlier. They love putting that we put that tape in everybody's bin for the 5K, so all the girls get to pick a Girls on the Run name, so it's an
Okay.
adjective that describes them that
Yep.
starts with the first letter of their first name. So,
Okay,
um,
that's cool.
Candy, Sienna, Super Special Stella. I'm Jammin' Jen. So we have like
Okay.
a ton of fun things and the eye black, and we give them like face paint crayons and um, headbands, and a lot of you can see in some of them, some of the girls and teams choose to make tutus. And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
the coaches will buy a lot of tulle and then divide it into pieces. And then
Yep.
for lap counters, the girls will get a piece of tulle for every lap that they do. And then that
Okay.
is what makes their tutu so full. That represents all of the laps they did through the entire year.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
it's
fun. And if you're not into all of that stuff, that's okay. Just show up
right.
as you are. You don't have to wear any pink. You don't have to wear tutus or do any face paint. Just come as you are, as comfortable as you are, and just we say it's your race at your pace. So
That's cool.
whatever feels good to you. Yeah.
That's cool. And is the public encouraged to attend the race, or is this mostly for the participants and families? And also when is the next race?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
thanks for asking.
Yeah,
Yeah, so the public is definitely encouraged to attend. It is for the community. We
that's
love to
cool.
have the community in. This in the fall, we're always at Millersville. So
Okay. Yep.
last year, actually, we switched to a Sunday afternoon because wow, those Saturday mornings are cold at the end of November, and so after so many years, we realized it's really nice when we're packing up and going home after the 5K. So why not change the time? So
Yeah.
it's going to be Sunday, November 24th. So it's a
Okay.
Sunday right before Thanksgiving, and it's
Yep.
a 2:30 start time. So people can do morning activities, have lunch, and then come on out. And that also gives have buses coming from Lebanon and from some longer travel areas, and it gives them a little bit more time to get there. So the 24th, every girl needs a buddy for the 5K. So if
Yep.
you're interested in being a buddy, please let us know about that. Reach out. Yeah, and if you don't want to participate in the 5K, we would love to have you come out and cheer somewhere along the course, help us set up or clean up or finish line, food, snack and water. And like I said, we need hundreds of volunteers to make the day work. So it's really fun.
That's, I mean, it's an amazing undertaking. It's a wonderful program. Thanks for all that you do as a executive director now for Girls in the Run. This is just fantastic. I love. I mean, we love talking to people that make an impact in the community, and
Mm.
it's why we brought you on a second time because I think it's a wonderful program. Like we talked, my daughter went through it, and now thousands and thousands of Lancaster County girls growing up here in Lancaster have been through the program. So kudos to all
Yeah.
you've done.
Thank you so much. And like I said, just kudos to Lancaster and Lebanon, to the communities, and for supporting us
Yeah,
and ensuring that we can do this for all the girls. It's very important, and we just want to raise up and help prepare the leaders of the future, and so this is what we're here to do. So thank you for helping us make it
yeah,
happen.
yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it about Girls on the Run. You ready for
Okay.
Connection Cocktail?
I think I'm
Do you-
ready. I don't know. Nothing
so
too
yeah,
hard.
you you went through this last time, and I think we had maybe a few questions that you thought might be, but I'm going to throw you a curveball and give you three different ones. So
Okay.
not too hard. So all right, if you had more hours in a day, what would you spend it doing?
Oh, wow. More hours of the day. I think
Yeah,
I would spend it. I don't have a lot of downtime in my days right
you
now,
can't.
so I
Yeah.
no, not really. I would spend it just focusing more on like reading and
Yep.
really just connecting more with people. I feel like I'm always I'm a little
On the
more
on the go.
reactive than
Yep.
proactive and
Yep.
just putting out fires and stuff. So I think that's what I would
Sure.
do. Yeah.
Yep. That's we all need that downtime and often don't get it, right?
Correct.
That's a good answer. All right. Do you have a hidden talent?
Oh my gosh. No, not really. Well,
Okay.
no, I don't have a talent. I was a cheerleader in high school and college, so I think that
Okay.
probably used to be my
All right.
talent. It is definitely not anymore. I can't get off the ground anymore. Um, I wish I had some. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Oh, there's Carrie Johnson. She's the one who Googled the girls' self-esteem and running, and
Okay.
we
That's
started it
cool. I
together.
mean,
Yeah.
that fateful search on Google one day. That's 16, 17 years ago. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's really cool. All right. Last question. It's vacation season, summer, right? You've got the beach, you've got a cabin in the woods, house on the beach, cabin in the woods. What would you choose and why?
So we are definitely a lake family.
Oh,
I would
cool.
choose a lake all the time. We love just like renting. We don't have one, but
Yeah.
renting a house on a lake and having some paddle boards and maybe a jet
Yep.
ski for a few days and being able to dip our feet in there without having to worry about sand and seagulls and a bazillion people and uh,
I'm
so
with you there. I don't mind the beach, but I'm like, it's a whole lot of buildup to get out there And then once you're out there, then you're covered in sand and there's a lot of people around and you got seagulls taking your lunch.
Absolutely.
I mean, the waves are cool and all, but yeah, give me a cabin in the woods, a lake house. I'm feeling you there.
Yes, I love
Yep.
that. Yeah.
Yep. Well, that's cool. Well, thanks for playing along.
Oh my gosh, you're welcome. I'm glad I could answer those for you. Made me a little
That's
nervous.
No, it's not. You did wonderfully. Well, thank you so much, Jennifer, for being on the show again. Thank you for all you're doing with the young ladies here in Lancaster with Girls on the Run. Such a really, really cool program.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me back. I appreciate
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Have
and
a
tell
great.
Jeff we said he hope he feels better.
Oh, we'll do. We'll do.
And happy
Yep.
birthday,
Yep.
Jeff.
He'll be back next week.
Perfect. All
Yep.
right. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much, Jennifer. Have a great day.
Bye. You too.
Yep. Bye. Yep. Thanks. All right. Oh, I mean, Girls on the Run, such a wonderful program. I mean, I feel like I say this every week. Programs like Swan, Scaling Walls and at a Time, programs like Girls on the Run. There's no shortage, I think, of people we could, as Lancaster Connects, talk to who make an impact in other people's lives here in Lancaster County. So it's just really, really cool to see and humbling to know that these organizations exist and people spend countless hours investing in children and investing in the lives of other people. So thank you to Jennifer and Girls in the Run Lancaster for being on the show. All right, we're kind of wrapping up here. Normally I have a sleep better tip, or Jeff has a sleep better tip and a testimonial, but I've prepared neither. So I think we're going to probably cut the show a little short. Just a bad podcaster, not following our script here. But had a great time talking with Jennifer from Girls on the Run. We have guests lined up through the summer into fall. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, if you've got a story to tell, you're making an impact in the community, whether you're a small business or other type of organization, nonprofit, charitable organization, we'd love to share your story. Just hop on lancasterconnects.com/guest. There's a simple form there, name, phone number, email. Give us a little bit about who you are and how you're impacting the community. And we'd love to have you on the show. Like I said, we're booking guests into the fall and winter. Would love to have the rest of the year booked out coming up here in the next month or two. Jeff and I co-own Gardner's Mattress and More. It's the business. You see these mattresses behind us. That pays the bills, but it also affords us the opportunity to give back to the community in this way, producing the show, Lancaster Connects, trying to maybe connect the dots between some great people and organizations, but connect you also to those great organizations, highlighting what they do, and of course, encouraging our listeners and watchers to help these organizations, again, like Girls on the Run and the many, many others we've highlighted on the show. So that'll wrap it up for today. Thanks for watching Lancaster Connects. Got a great show next week. Tune in Monday at 2:00. YouTube, Facebook, Gardner's Mattress and More, Lancaster Connects channels there. So love to have you on next time. Till the next connection.